Always look for the breeze of love.
Good morning. My name is Reginald Maddox. Some of you probably know me from my little website called RM Viaging, where I do motivational and stuff like that. But more importantly, not more importantly, but something I feel is important, I'm a big fan of The View. I love watching The View. And you've heard me talk about, I love, one of the greatest aspects is I love the fact that Whoopi Goldberg should run for some office. I'm just saying. But here's why I'm here today. I want to say that Jebediah Bila made a comment regarding, during their recent conversation about the NAACP travel advisory for the state of Missouri after they passed Bill 43. So when she made her comment, it kind of didn't sit, well, actually it did not sit well with me. I felt that her reasoning really was an excuse not to be active or not to speak up against something that's an injustice or morally, ethically wrong. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video for you so you can actually hear what the discussion was about. It's about 5 to 6 minutes long, but I really advise you to watch the discussion so you can understand what they're talking about and get the full, the full grasp of everybody's feelings regarding this topic. And what I'm going to do is just come back afterwards and give my comments. I'm not going to tell you what comments she specifically made that actually sort of, set off the steam boilers with me, but I just want you to watch it and so you can give your honest opinion, like, hey, you know what, I don't see it that way, or I do see it that way. But one thing I want to be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with disagreeing with each other, but I think we should all do it respectfully. Jebediah Bila made a comment that I strongly disagree with, but it doesn't mean that I'm attacking her as a person. So I think we should be respectful in regards to how we communicate when we disagree with someone. So feel free to drop comments down below while the video is playing, whatever, but let's be respectful. And like I said, just because I am strongly disagreeing with her in this situation, it doesn't quite mean that I'm attacking her as a person. I just currently don't agree with, as the name of the show, her view. So stick around, watch the video, and we'll be right back. I'll be right back with my comments after the video. See you in a few minutes.
Recent passing of discriminatory Senate bill in Missouri, the NAACP just issued its very first statewide travel advisory for people of color, warning travelers about the state's history of race, gender, and color bias crimes. Now,
this is part of the plan to roll back all civil rights that we have fought for 50 years in this country. Yeah. They are rolling back everything. People should not stand for this crap. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. That is just outrageous.
People have to get out and vote, one thing, and participate, because a lot of this is now happening on the state level, which means that people have to be participating.
It was a Senate bill. Yeah. The Senate Bill 43 was passed, which makes it more difficult for employees to prove their protected class, like race or gender, and it led to unlawful discrimination. I had to tell you, I was happy that they did this because I want to know where I'm not welcome. I want to know if I'm driving somewhere, I could be in trouble. And the ACLU has done this for a long time. They give you these travel advisories, and we do it as a country, right? When we do it with the State Department, we tell people,
you should not be afraid in your own freaking country.
You shouldn't be.
I'm sorry. And so, look, all of this will not change the fact that people got hit with water hoses. Water hoses. Little kids got chased down the street. Dogs did things to them. They made dogs and animals do horrible things. We're not going anywhere. We earned the right to be in this. We are citizens of this country, of every state in this union. And it doesn't matter how many times you try to roll this ship back, it's not going.
But
ship.
No, I heard it.
Yeah. It's not going backwards.
Missouri has just this really, along with other states, of course, has this terrible history of discrimination. And I remember when we were in Ferguson, during the riots, LZ Granderson, the commentator, he has the dreads, he missed a live shot that he was supposed to do with me. And I was like, where is LZ? Oh my goodness, where is LZ? He got stopped by the police going to his live shot, and they were accusing him of all sorts of things. And this was Missouri. And he said, oh my goodness, I just got stopped while driving black.
See, I think we need people, though. I think, yeah, go ahead.
Let's be clear, though. There are those elements in every state in the union.
Yeah.
But there are better elements that actually represent the country.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we remember that we're not putting anybody on notice. We're simply saying, listen, these tactics aren't going to work. They worked for hundreds of years. They're not going to work anymore. There's too many of us, women, too many people of color, too many
allies.
There's too many folks saying this isn't right. If you do it to them, you're going to do it to us, and it's not going to sit well.
I agree with you, but I think we need people to speak out. Because the truth is that if you haven't lived that experience, like I haven't lived that experience, I may not know the severity of what's still happening. And then you have people saying racism is dead and people saying this is a thing of the past. It's not a thing of the past, but we need people who are living those realities in those places to speak out and say, this is how I feel. So that people like me, maybe that wasn't my experience, but I can certainly ally myself with you and fight against it.
Somewhere and been afraid to be stopped?
I have never had that experience, but I want to ally myself with people who do have that experience to stand up to it. And I can't do that unless you tell me
speak up?
what your experience is.
White people in Missouri need to speak up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right now.
Yeah.
yes.
People in every state need to speak up.
right
In
now,
every
let's start
state,
there.
right now. Everybody who recognizes that this could be you,
Yeah.
women,
That's right.
men, gay people, straight people, doesn't matter. If they can stop one of us, they can stop all of us.
And who's next? Who's next?
That's what I'm saying.
But just one quick thing.
But-
In June, a June report came out about Missouri. African-American drivers are stopped 75% more than their white
Yes,
counterparts.
but that's
just
part,
in June.
but that's everywhere. We know this.
Yeah.
But we just have to say, not everybody there is like that. The people who are not like that stand up
Stand
more.
up. Stand
than
up.
people who
Okay, so that was the video. You heard the conversation. You heard basically they gave a overview of what the bill is about. So I'm not going to go into all that again. But I want to focus on why I am making this video, which is Jebediah Bila's comment. And the comment that she made to me was, the comment that not made to me, but the comment that she made on the TV show was the fact that, she said, people like me have to be told, meaning herself, that this type of thing is going on, that this type of activity is going on. And I think, first off, I want to say that she has been in the media industry for years. So, she worked for Fox News, I think, if I'm correct. But so it's not like she's somebody fresh out of high school or fresh out of college that has never seen the workforce. So I find it hard to believe that she would have to be told that something like this is wrong and something like this is taking place. Now, I do understand that if you don't know someone and something is going on with that person, that maybe a friend of a friend tells you it happened, I get that. But there's no way in today's society that you can work a job or just live and not see or have the capability to recognize the fact that this is wrong. Whether it's somebody being discriminated against because of a job, whether someone is being pulled over for an injustice, or even if you're let's say you're going to a pizza. Say you're going to, and this actually happened to me. Let's say you're going to get, you order some pizza from a pizza chain. We're not going to say a name, and when you go there, you notice that every time let's just say a white person goes up to the counter, they open up the box, show them the pizza, Does it, and they're very polite and courteous. Does it look good? Do you like it? Is what you ordered? Yes, it is. Thank you. We appreciate your service. We hope you come back. And they do that for every person that's white that comes up to the counter to buy a pizza. But when someone that is black or Hispanic comes up, let's say when they walk up to the counter, it's simply 1905, 2238. Is there anything else? And you're out the door. So the human mind is trained to recognize patterns. You can pick up when someone is being treated differently than other people. This is not rocket science. This is not something that you got to say, I have to actually be black to understand what it's like to be treated differently from another race when I go into a certain neighborhood, a certain store. No, you automatically know it. You see it. It's there. You don't have to be black, Asian, Hispanic. I don't need to be Hispanic to recognize when an Hispanic person is being treated differently by someone when they're trying to get a service. Even if I go to the service and they're treating me, with respect and, they're giving me good customer service, but I notice when two Hispanic tables sit down, there's a different treatment than what they're giving me as a black person, and the couple sitting across me as a white person, as a white group, but the Hispanic groups are being treated differently. You recognize that, you see that. It is not right. I do not have to be told when there is an injustice or something that is morally or ethically wrong taking place, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in a public, in a public store, whatever. No one should have to tell you that. Even in high school, I recognize the fact that, when this group of people was treating this group of people wrong, I knew, I could tell. So the fact that at the age you are now and the years that you have been living, that you mean to tell me that someone still has to pull Jebediah aside and say, Jebediah, I just want you to know, okay, that I applied for this job and you know that I have the credentials, you know that I have the qualifications, but instead they hired Ted. And Ted doesn't have the qualifications. He didn't go to college. He's only worked this job as an intern for a year, and they hired him. They didn't hire me, the black male. They didn't hire Julie, the white female, but they hired Ted, the white male. So you think there might be something going on, Jebediah, that they are being made and given an executive position with only you as an intern? Okay, good girl. Come on, man. That wasn't an answer. I just throw that in. I just trying to, I'm not trying to insult her. No, I don't think she like that. But seriously, the comment, that's how it comes across that she has to be spoken to when someone says that, people like me have to be told when things like this are going on. You were in the media business. You have been in the news media business. Of anybody who should be able to recognize something that is an injustice or morally, ethically wrong, you should have a higher skill set than anybody else. It is not only based on experience, it's based on human awareness and just a real desire to care and show that, you don't have to be told in order to speak up. And I think that's the big problem with today's society. Everybody wants to be told that something is going on. We are a very reactive nation when it comes to addressing issues that discriminate and hurt any group of people. But the fact that everyone feels now that I have to be told, or the fact that someone has to die or something disastrous has to happen for people to rise up and say, we're going to do something about it, that's sad. And that is not how it should be. Everyone should be speaking up. And I get the fact that they're saying that more people need to get out and vote. This has gone beyond voting. It's gone beyond voting, because voting is not always going to fix the problem. Because as you all know, every candidate, whether it's the mayor, the governor, the congressman, the senators, the president, it's the same thing. Unfortunately, we don't have a president right now, but it's all the same thing. When they're running for office, the only thing they do is they give you what you want to hear. They visit the Hispanic communities, they tell them what they want to hear. They visit the black communities, tell them what they want to hear. They do the same thing for the Asian communities and the white communities. Everybody is getting a different story based on the fact that they're saying what each culture wants to hear in order to get the vote. And when they get in office, they do whatever they want to do. That's why we got so much racism right now that's spurring up, because we had a person who ran on racism and spoke to those groups, he was going to make America great again, which everyone knew back then that make America great again was taking America backwards. So in order to know what's going on and to know the truth, it doesn't require someone to tell you.
You should know that. Listen to the birds awakening the day. I love the rising of the sun and glow of its rays. Yeah, with a smile on my face, I'm floating on a cloud to win this race. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. Here I stand with you, wishing you the best in all you do. Always look for the breeze of love, calm and gentle from above. No, no, no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Now I know some days you may feel blue, Lord. Trust in your greatness to see you through. Don't look back, it's not the end. Give life your best and I know you can win. You see, as a friend I'm here for you. You should know that. As a friend I'm here for you.